What's up, YouTube? Today, I'm going to talk about something interesting that has happened with Realm within the past few hours.
2015 was not a good year for Realm. Sticking out as a sore thumb, 2015 was the year with the fewest updates, fixes, and events. With each other year growing their audience as soon as Month of the Mad God comes around, 2015 almost did the opposite. And with the end of the Flash player in RotMG, the basic foundation Month of the Mad God grew from, we have entered the Month of the Mad God of 2020, with only a minor difference. Or should I say, a large one. Today won't be much of comparison between these two. I think we know which one is better. But how RotMG came from nothing to great, to forgettable, and back into action, potentially looking at an all-time best of active players in October. If you don't know already, Month of the Mad God is a month of events originally hosted in June of 2014. For a whole month, players are subject to changes, fixes, new content, all the good stuff necessary for a good Realm experience. So let's begin with Month of the Mad God 2015, hosted in June of that year. Seemingly out of nowhere, coming from a release in January of, well, no content. One person was working for RotMG at the time, and Nullbot was the only one updating people on something. This might explain the huge gap between January and June. We kicked off June of 2015 with a genocide glitch. People going into dungeons and the realm would result in their characters being deleted. Not even killed, but entirely deleted. Later on that same day, Nullbot took the game down temporarily to fix this glitch. The glitch was due to some data migration happening between different platforms to play the game on. Here under Congregate and Steam. Even though the glitch was fixed soon thereafter, it already managed to kill the spirit in the meantime. With high hopes for Month of the Mad God, players went into, well, one of the most disappointing events we might have seen so far. Throughout the weeks, some of the most fancy and exciting things introduced were free packs. In week 2, the Alchemist was reactivated, though introducing a new type of quest where you'd have to input a rare UT to gain a greater stat potion. As you might have figured, this was removed fairly quickly because it received so much negative feedback from the community. And in week 3, you'd have the pleasure of gaining free pet food. Only then was the Winter Nexus removed, having been there throughout spring. But it seems that Nullbot forgot to remove the winter reskins of items from the loot tables. D-Blade and Doombow reskins were introduced with twice the drop rate, and that was about it. The Month of the Mad God. I can spoil that the rest of the year featured a bit more updates than the first half. Still not introducing anything new, exciting, or interesting. Unless you found the beta access to the friend list exciting. Which in that case, I think I might have a table you could share your life with. Surely you could find anything interesting. 2015 is over. 2016 comes. It goes. 17 goes. 18 goes. 19 goes. 2020 is up and coming. It arrived, we are here.
Month of the Mad God
2020 trailer was released.
labeled Reconstruction.
So I'm gonna check this out.
We have a lot to work with.
Whoa. Okay, what just happened? Month of the Mad God came. Look at this. Look at this beauty. This is what I call a Month of the Mad God. New game content, events, dungeons, remakes, fixes, changes, everything. Is it good? Not necessarily, but it's stuff to evaluate, to discuss, to reflect on. It's what you call refreshing, and it's something I think this game has needed for quite a while. You may have seen my previous rants on how discords and events are affecting the game, and if you did, you might also have heard that I do like my Month of the Mad God filled with events. And this year, despite the frequent chest events, they still managed to make this so exciting. I'd recommend if you go check out this video if you want to see it in full extent. It's also a beautiful way of transitioning from Flash to Exalt. The prime example of this are the reconstructed dungeons. You really see how Unity differs itself from Flash visually, and it's genius how they've tweaked the difficulty a bit, not just on the entire game in general, but also these reworked dungeons. One thing is that entering one of these new dungeons is a new experience. I don't recognize these enemies, and so I'm wary. I can't just walk out because it might be able to insta-kill me. The new room designs make you think twice, and I wouldn't even be surprised if this construction phase is basically just Deca building a new version of RotMG on top of the old one, getting people used to the dungeons and keeping them around. And it's not just the things you see initially when entering the game, it's the small stuff you find when you play the game. Sprite guards having changed its status effect to silencing. Yeah, I'm pretty much out of small things, but you'll surely encounter them if you start playing the game, right? But what I found the most important about this month of the Met Guard is that it's worth coming back to. As of recording this video, we're only one day into month of the Met Guard, but I can already tell it's going to be amazing. Unless some glitch happens where characters are deleted if you enter the realm. You may have come for a qualified opinion on the change of the Tome of Purification, but I can't really give you anything other than meh. We know that Deca listens. If it's really that bad, we'll let them know. And I will too if they start reintroducing those quests where you have to input a sea dirk to get a greater dexterity potion. Why would anyone do that? But be sure to sit back, farm for your screws and planks, complete your quests, do the dungeon events, bring your friends, and play Among Us.